Hello and welcome to DJ Fossils. So today we are at Eype, or Eype, however you want to pronounce it. The car park is Euro car parks, and it's not too bad actually. The price isn't bad for quite a few hours. I think it was a £5 for us. I'll put the prices up in an image, and there's new opening hours as well, which is different to what it says online, so which is better for fossil hunters because it's open earlier now. Even though it's technically open anyway, but yeah. So yeah, it's on the cliff edge. Nice sign there that says warning, drop below, unstable cliff edge. One thing I would say is don't park that side. If there is a massive cliff fall, your car's going down with it. There's plenty of spaces on the other side there, and yeah, so obviously don't go too near the edges of the cliffs. But if you, on our last video down from Seaton down towards Eype, we came around that point at the far end there and into that little bay there. That was where we got the nice ammonite from up there. We're going to head down this side today from this end and go round to that bay. So it's quite good along that bit. So hopefully we'll find some nice bits. So obviously Seatown is down that way, and you've got West Bay Harbour just down there, and you can just make out in the far distance the cliffs at Burton Bradstock. So yeah, hopefully it'll be alright. The tide's already out, no one else here by the looks of it. Looks like there's fishermen down there, but hopefully there's no fossil hunters, no one in the car park anyway. So yeah, let's get on with it. So the way down to the beach, you come back to the car park entrance there and down the path. Jackie's going the wrong way. Yes, you are. That's the cliff edge. If you want to go down that way, you get down there quicker than I will, that's for sure. So yeah, just down here and down the steps. A little bit steep, but they're not too bad. They're okay when they're dry like this. And not so good when they're slippery when it's wet though. A little bit of a stream there, but yeah, it's quite low. That's sometimes quite raging a lot more than that. Well, it is when it's wet weather and raining, that's for sure. We'll show you down onto the beach. And hopefully there'll be some interesting things to find today. I would like to head back down to Seaton as well, because apparently all the belemnite marls that I keep trying to show you every time they're covered up are now uncovered. So if we get a chance and we've got time still before low tide, I might whiz down there and have a quick look. So we'll see. At the moment we can only get up to that end there. It's still hitting the cliffs. The water's hitting the cliffs up the top end, so, but we are quite early, and as I said, that's West Bay Pier down there. Anyway, I'll hopefully find some bits to show you very shortly. Well, we've come about halfway along the bay to the corner. Not found a lot yet. Seen a few signs. There's lots of bits and pieces in rocks, but nothing worth trying to take. I thought I'd show you this nice mudslide here, and someone's done a really nice image in it. That's pretty cool. So if you did that, well done. That looks good. But yeah, hopefully once we get up to the corner there's a lot of rocks there, and that's when we start hopefully getting to find some bits and pieces. So we're going to get on up there. There's not a lot in all this stuff that's here. It's been here a while. There was a newish fall just over there, but it was all sandy sandstone stuff, because it's come from these layers, not the upper layers. Whereas when we get up there, you've got the higher layers, and that's the stuff that we're wanting to find the blocks for. Just thought I'd show you a couple of bits. So you get a lot of blocks like this. As you can see, there's lots of little belemnite bits in there. You get some with some nice shells in. Hopefully if we see anything really good I'll show you it. But also, nice little waterfall there. Only a little dinky one, but still interesting. Well, Jackie saw this block with something sticking out here, look. So it looked interesting, and then I saw this bit here. So I thought, you know what, I'll give that a tap. Took quite a lot of hitting because they're tough old rocks these. And look, don't think it's going to be complete, but it could be, but I doubt it. But look at that, Lytoceras. But it's the first one we've got. It should hopefully have a centre, even if I have to make it a smaller one, but I'll probably keep it as is once I've uncovered this side. It might be better the other side yet, but it depends, because I think it probably isn't on this side, so that could be part of it there, look. So actually, yeah, that's the outer edge there, coming in here, and it's going in there, so from this side it should prep off with the whole centre there. And if I'm very careful, because that's quite thin, yeah, it should be pretty much complete. So yeah, bit of belemite there as well, but yeah, really happy with that. Not a bad find. Bit of damage on the edge there, but wow, nice size lito, look at that. Yeah, really happy with that one. So wondering if there's anything else in this block, because
there was another one.
Yeah,
there
there's lots of stuff showing on the edge of the block, and so yeah, there's bits showing on the sides, but it's a bit of a heavy block. I don't think I better move it. So, but yeah, we're happy with that one. I nearly fell over, so always keep all the bloopers in. It's more fun for you guys. Yeah, so not bad so far. Well, we came down here looking for Amaltheus and Lytoceras, and we found, we saw this keel sticking out there, look, you can see the little chambers. There is one there. It looks a bit messy, but it might clean up quite well with a bit of air abrasive or the other side. So at least we've got one. We found Amaltheus, we found a Lytoceras, and just picked out this bivalve. It's a bit worn on the top here, but it goes right in, so the other side could be really nice. So we're going to take that as well. It's only a small piece, but yeah, so doing well today so far. And we still only just got to the edge of the bay bit, the end of the beach here. So, and we found all of this stuff all in this little bit. So we haven't even tried going around there yet, because the tide's still quite far in. So yeah. Well, if you watched Matt's video when we came to Seaton, you would have seen him. My video, I mentioned these crinoid nodule blocks. Matt tapped one open on his video. I showed you one on mine, but they're full of crinoids. You can see, you just see them literally all over the outside. We thought we'll tap one up and have a look. So here's a piece. I'm not keeping it, but there you go. There is the keel of an Amaltheus. Not complete, as it wasn't even all in there anyway. So I don't know how well preserved they are in these rocks anyway, but we've got a few bits out of one of them. So there was a big belemite there, but not keeping that. But it also had something else. But there's a tiny little pyrite ammonite there by my finger. I don't know if you can see that. Just literally in front of my fingernail. There was something else on here as well. There's a little dinky bivalve shell in there, so we're going to keep that one and have a play with that when we get home. That's where the belemite was. Look, there's the fragma cone from it. Of course, it's split in the wrong place, but there's another Amaltheus sat in there. So I'm just going to take that back as anyway to have a look, because again, it's not heavy, it's only little bits. But yeah, these are the crinoid blocks. Look, you can see what they look like. You can see all the bits of crinoid stems on them. Nice little shell there, but not complete. But yeah, they're interesting. So there's various bits we've picked up. I can't remember what was on this one. There's something on all of these that we were going to keep. So Oh, I think there's, yeah, I'm not sure on that one, but yeah, there's something. This one's got a nice shell in there that's a really odd shape that we haven't seen before there. So we're going to take that back and see if I can prep that off. That looks really nice. It's all got it got all of its shell on it as well, which is really well preserved, so that's great. So if you do like obviously little shells and bivalves, these blocks are worth having a tap at to break up. Oh, this one, we're not sure. It looks like a tiny dinky little ammonite in there, Jackie thinks. There's also another little bivalve shell there. Bit of impression there or something as well. But yeah, you can see what the blocks look like. But these don't weigh much, so we're going to take these. There's another Amaltheus sat in there, little dinky one. So I'm just literally going to take it just to play and see how well preserved they are in these rocks and see if it's worth looking at them again. Yeah, there's another big stem, little crinoid stem. I say big, it's only a small one. Yeah, Jackie saw something in there that we're going to have a nose at, but again, some lovely stems on the outside of this one. Look at that one there. I don't know how well these would airbrush down anyway, just to reveal all the crinoid bits, so I might have a go on this piece just to see as well if it will show lots of bits of crinoid. I don't know what we've got on this one. There was one with two Amaltheus on. Well, I don't know what we're keeping that one for, but yeah.
I think most of them got mixed.
There was one that had I think the other one I showed the Amaltheus on had the two on it. Yeah, I think these bits got mixed up, so I don't think we're keeping those bits, but yeah, we got a few bits out of that, so I'm going to keep an eye out for those nodules again and see if they've got anything else in worth having a tap. Well, it's just coming along. There's this great big sandstone nodule, and there was some shells showing. There's still one there, look, and we could see the edge of this one, so I gave it a tap, and look at that. That's actually come out one piece. Lovely graphia there. Look at the valve on the end, just really good. So we're going to keep that one. I'm going to wrap that one up. But also, when we got that Amaltheus out earlier, back up there, Jackie found something, that tiny little black piece. It was only about this big in the rock, and it's shiny black. It's definitely not stone or anything like that, but it's interesting. But Jackie's got a close-up picture, so I'll try and remember to insert the picture now. If not, I'll put it at the end of the video. And what I'll do is I'll prep it, take some of the rock away from it, and see if I can reveal some more of it and see what it is, because it looked really interesting. It looked like it could be a bit of maybe fish or something like that, a bit of bone maybe. So it was definitely shiny black and really worth having a look at. So yeah, hopefully it's something interesting. Well, we're nearly at the first bay. I was just climbing down past these rocks, and I spotted down there a keel. And if you can see it on that rock at the back there, there's a keel to the right hand side just there. So I'm going to try and get that rock out. It looks like it's actually quite big, actually. It goes right up to there. So I'm going to grab that rock out. Looks like it could be a big Amaltheus in there. So I'll get it out and we'll have a look. Well, it wasn't an ammonite, it was a round stone layer. But it did look like an ammonite keel, so it was worth having a look at. But unfortunately not yet. But we'll keep looking. I thought I'd show you this one. So there's a Lytoceras there. You can see that's one part of it. There's the centre, and then there's the other side. So unfortunately the centre's all gone on it, so there's nothing left of it really. You could have an outer keel if you wanted one, but not really worth it. But there's something else in there as well, but that could be just a shell by the looks of that. But yeah, these are the blocks you're looking for. I mean, it's a bit like that caught me out. Look, almost looks like a keel, and where it was under that rock it was lighting up and looking more calcited, more like this sort of thing. But yeah, but there's a big one, so they are here. It's just finding one that isn't broken. Well, I've not found an awful lot more, but a few little bits. There's a very worn Amaltheus there, look, but I don't know whether it would come out of that rock or not. I very much doubt it, but don't know. It might be nice if it's polished up, but I'll have a think about that one. Also got a couple of bits on the crinoids. So there's a dinky little really calcited ammonite in there. That's look quite nice. I'll do some close-up pictures of them later. But yeah, that looks really nice. Don't know what species that is. There's also another one there, still covered up, and the centre's covered, so I need to clean that one up. But yeah, so these crinoid blocks do have stuff in, but I don't know what species they are, so I'm going to keep hold of those two just to get those. And a lovely shell there, quite nice. The end broke a little bit and looks like there's a shell or an ammonite underneath, actually. I'm not sure if that's a shell or an ammonite. I think could be another one of the same shells, but yeah, but this shell's nice. It's got the little tabs there, so these have little triangular tabs here, look. The other one's underneath, so that'll be protected, so that's all there as well, which is really good. So it's quite hard to get. When you do find these, quite often these tabs are broken, so that's a nice one. Ah, yeah, so this is, now it doesn't look much on the camera because it's got a bit of dirt on it. That's that little black bit, but it's really shiny, so when you look at it up close it's quite interesting. It doesn't look much on to the naked eye, but yeah, when we looked at it through the phone camera, zoomed in, and it's got lines and things on it, so it's could be interesting. You never know. We'll have a look at that later, like I said. We're gonna head back along the beach that way again now, have a look as we go back at the low tide rocks, and then once I get onto the beach I'll get the drone out and have a fly down both ways to have a look as well, so that should be quite interesting along there. Well, I was just heading back and stopped to have another look at another of these nodules with the crinoids, and popped in half, and there's a lovely little Amaltheus. Got a tiny bit of damage there. That's quite a nice one, and it's got a lovely little shell there as well, so hopefully that'll clean up nicely enough to keep. But yeah, that's quite a nice sized one for these little nodules, because the others have all been quite tiny. It looks like there could be another one there as well, actually, right next to it. But yeah, I'll take that and have a play and see what's what. Well, just walking back through all the rocks along here to head back along, and spotted this under this rock with this bit. The rock I've turned around, so that bit there was right at the back, but we have a lovely big keel there, and it's not all complete, but the centre's there. There we go, and this side, so it will make a small one out of that, but I'm going to try and take this out because, yeah, hopefully it will come out all right. Let's hope so. Well, I've got it off. Tiny bit of damage there, but look at those chambers. But that doesn't matter because that bit is one of the bits that would be coming off anyway to make it smaller, and it's all in there. So gonna take that chunk back and prep it up, and we should have a nice one out of that one, a definite.